Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. It's time for another installment of Concealer Combat. This is a regular series here on my channel where I place one concealer up against another. We wear test it for 10 hours and we see which one comes out on top. And today it is Fenty versus Fenty. It's the Fenty Bowl if we were talking about football. But Fenty dropped a new concealer yesterday. This is a Wear Even concealer. Like the Pro Filt'r Concealer, this one also comes in 50 different shades. The shade I have in both is shade 140, although this one, the new one, is 140N, and the OG, the Pro Filt'r, is just 140. For reference, I am fair to light skin tone with a neutral warm undertone. Those are usually the tones and shades that I gravitate towards when I am buying a concealer or a foundation. Let me give you some quick details about this new Wear Even concealer. It retails for $30, just like its older sister over here. They both come in 50 shades, and it is going to provide medium buildable coverage with a natural finish. Now, this also says it's going to instantly even out the skin tone while depuffing and brightening the under eye area for up to 12 hours. Now, like its older sister over here, this also says it's going to be crease proof, sweat proof, and humidity proof. It's going to be long wearing, and of course, this new one is going to hydrate and brighten the complexion. Now, the original Pro Filt'r Concealer is going to provide more full coverage with a matte finish, also claims to be crease proof, sweat proof, humidity proof, and long wearing. I am very excited for this Fenty Concealer Combat. I'm always down for trying new complexion products. If it is your first time here on my channel, I just want to say hello and welcome. My name is Steff. I am a foundation junkie, concealer junkie, just loving makeup, but just a makeup junkie in general. I am primarily a new makeup review channel, but I do multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes, makeup ranking videos, all that good stuff. If that sounds great to you, I want to invite you to become part of our makeup family. Do me a favor, click on that subscribe button and hit the bell next to it. That way you can be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you're a fan of Fenty or you just want to see this concealer combat in action, please give this video a big thumbs up before you go. As usual, guys, everything will be linked and listed in the description box. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping, thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. Let's get this concealer combat underway. If you guys want to see which Fenty concealer is going to come out on top, keep on watching. Okay guys, so we're starting with a blank canvas. I'm gonna just swatch them real quick. So here is the new one. Again, this one is in shade 140 and they're both gonna be in the shade 140. That's what the applicator looks like. Definitely different than the original. So here's shade 140N in the new Fenty Wear Even concealer. Now here's the Pro Filt'r Concealer, the OG. This one is in shade 140. And you can see that the little doe foot is very different on this one. We'll put this one right here. Old right here, new over here. And these are both the shade 140. All right, so I think they both seem like they're gonna work out well. I am going to do the new one on the right side and the old one on the left side. And I'm doing the concealer first before foundation. I picked up a new bottle of Eaze drop because the one I had, it was pretty much almost done, but it was also old. So I thought, well, just do a little Fenty haul. Why not? I'm going to use my BK Beauty A504 to start applying. Now again, this is going to provide medium buildable coverage with a natural finish. Thought it sounded like it would pair perfectly with Eaze drop, to be honest. I think that's giving really nice coverage. I see a slight brightening effect with it, so that's good. Okay, so there you can see with concealer, without concealer. I definitely see a difference. I feel like it is medium coverage, but I like the way it kind of covered the minor dark spots that I have, old acne scars on my cheeks. That's always where I like to build up coverage. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the OG Pro Filter for the left side. And just know when I do my check-ins, since I use my cell phone for the check-ins, it kind of flips it, but I'll be pointing to the correct sides, don't worry. I have the travel size of the BK A504 that I'm going to use for this concealer. Now this one is medium full coverage with a matte finish. Again, I was not the biggest fan of this concealer when it originally came out. It just didn't find that it really did anything for me. It kind of just settled into the fine line. So that was quite a while ago, though. That was way before I had my YouTube channel or anything like that. I don't know that I'm seeing a difference in coverage. I don't feel like this one is heavier versus this one. This does feel like it's already setting. This one still feels a little tacky, and that's obviously because this is going to be more of a natural finish, more of a hydrating concealer versus this one that's just going to give you that matte full coverage look. Okay, so I actually think both sides look pretty good. What do you guys think? Let's go in with the Eaze Drop next. Now with Eaze Drop, I got the shade 3. That was the original shade I had, and I liked it. I thought it worked out well. I'm just using my travel size BK Beauty A101 foundation brush. And then I'll press over everything with my damp beauty sponge. Okay guys, so foundation's on, concealer's on. I am gonna set my face and I'm gonna use the Givenchy powder. This one right here, the rose one. I'm also gonna set both under eye. Okay guys, so here is today's concealer combat. We have the new Fenty Wear Even concealer on the right and the OG Pro Filter on the left. I will do a check-in with you later on in the day, probably around the 5-hour mark, to let you see how the under eye areas look, how just the makeup looks in general, and then at the end of the day, we will wrap up this 10-hour wear test. We'll see which Fenty concealer is going to come out on top. Hey guys, so 5-hour check-in here with this Fenty concealer combat. Here is the side with the new concealer, and then here's the side with the old concealer. So Pro Filter and what is the new one called again? Wear Made. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness, I'm so embarrassed. I completely forgot the name, but the new one, the hydrating one with the natural finish, the old one with a matte finish. And here is what the eyes are looking like. I think I'm liking this new one better. Right now, looking at them both, I think the coverage looks pretty much the same. I do see a little bit of settling with both, but I feel like I see it a little bit more on the Pro Filter matte coverage side versus the new one that is the natural finish and supposed to be a little bit more hydrating. So I think you can also see a little bit more like luminosity, a little more hydration on the right eye versus the left eye. So 5 more hours to go. They both feel lightweight. They both feel good. It doesn't like look terrible, but right now I would say the new concealer is ahead of the old. Okay guys, we have come to the 10-hour mark. We're at the end of today's concealer combat featuring Fenty. Double Fenty today. Here is the old Pro Filter concealer, and here is their new hydrating concealer. I think it's called Watch Me. I forget, guys. I'm so sorry. I know I said the right name at the beginning of the video, but between the two, I feel like I've lost a little bit of coverage on both under eye areas, but between the two, I think I'm gonna have to give it to the new one. I think the new one just looked fresh. It looked hydrated all day. I do see a little bit of settling on both sides, but I feel like it looks a little makeup-y in through here on the Pro Filter side, the matte side versus the natural finish side. I'm just liking the way this side looks more. And yeah, those are my thoughts. It's a lightweight concealer. I think if you weren't a fan of the original concealer, the Pro Filter, the way I was, I never really liked that one. It never really worked for me. I think you're going to really appreciate the new natural finish concealer. I think it's a nice brightening, hydrating concealer, and I think it does a good job. If you feel like you need a little more extra coverage, use a corrector before you go in with the concealer, and that'll make sure that any darkness you have under your eye or anywhere else on your face is concealed. Also, if you have redness, use a green corrector, and that will help you get the most coverage out of this particular concealer. But either way, Fenty is a winner. I just think that the new concealer is a little bit better than their OG concealer. Let me know your thoughts. Which side or which concealer do you think did the best? Leave it in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. Y'all have a great day or night wherever it is y'all are at. Stay hydrated, drink that water, and I'm going to see you all very soon. Bye.